Liliana Ulloa here with Steven So Cold Nelson. Steven, Steven, you called him out. You called Diego Pacheco facing him this January 25th. You called him out before he had his fight with Selecki. Did you watch his performance and what did you think?
Yeah, I was on Instagram and it was actually right afterwards, I believe. And Matchroom posted like, what's next for Pacheco? And they had all these guys' names. And I'm like, hey, like, how about they stop, lining you up with guys they know you can beat? Like with somebody like me. And he said, let's run it. And I was like, all right. It was respectful. I'm like, hey, I'm having my people contact your people. We get it cracking. And have my people contact him. Matchroom in the zone. And he made it happen.
Now, you're viewed as the B side of this. And when you mentioned earlier off camera that they might think that you might be an easy fight. What do you say to those who think that because of your age, perhaps that you're kind of going to be an easy win for Pacheco?
Hey, I've been doubted my whole life. And when I say that, I mean that. Like, even as a kid, and my cousins were the golden childs. I was always a problem child. I was always counted out. Went to the military, counted out. Got out the military. Started boxing in the military. Went to the Olympic reloads with 6 fights, counted out. I had guys in the weigh-ins talking about me, like right there next to me. Oh yeah, I'm fighting this chump right here. I'm like, oh okay, all right. So I'm used to it. So I'm like B side, whatever. But that only mattered before the fight. After the fight, it's gonna be a whole different story.
Did you only call him out because, you had just had that badass victory and then he had a fight coming up and you saw that post? Or did you, kind of were already having an eye on him or him? Why call him out specifically?
I have nothing against him. I don't know him personally. But when I'm looking at the guys that everybody's talking about as number one in certain bodies of like WBO, WBC and stuff like that, he's at the top. So I'm like, hey, I want that work, because I feel like I'm the best. But due to an injury years ago, I fell off the map and now I'm on my way back up and I gotta go after them guys. 'Cause I'm tired of fighting guys that, I'm supposed to be. I want to fight guys who people like, oh, this is a good fight. Even people who support me with my coach like, oh, it's a good fight. But they know I can do it because I'm blessed with a lot. So.
Talk to us about your last fight because you got a lot of vibe online, a lot of mentions because you got blood on that camera lens, right? A lot of people were like both disgusted, but at the same time like cool.
Yeah, it was dope because a couple things people were like paying attention to me for. One, my uniform. I make my own uniforms, and they like how I had the trucks. They thought it was like jeans, sagging jeans. It was meant to look like that. So that. About my performance, about the blood on the camera, it's a whole lot people were buzzing about. So I feel like this is all part of the road in the path that God set me on, and it's gonna all blossom.
That was the first fight of Riyadh, right? Right here in the U.S. How was it talking to did you talk to Turkey? How do you feel about him, taking over? You've obviously already been on the card. Would you go to Saudi Arabia? I feel like I'm asking a lot of questions, but what's your thoughts on all that?
No, he's a cool guy. I talked to him personally. Matter of fact, after the fight, his sons wanted to go to Disneyland. So me, Bud, and our families, we all went to Disneyland with him.
That's crazy.
And we escorted him around, showed him everything. His kids is cool. He's cool. And he has a good plan for boxing because, over the past years, man, a lot of these promoters and fighters have diminished boxing. So he's trying to make these big fights. And I'm glad this fight is happening because this, in my eyes, in a lot of people's eyes who's boxing fans, this is a big fight that it's not normal to see. 2 top guys, risking it all.
You got, not only sharing trainers, but you're in a brotherhood with the likes of, Terrence Crawford, you got Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring's one of those guys that, really backs you. Everybody here training with you. With the people that say, you have not maybe had the opposition they might want to see for someone to face someone like Pacheco. What do you think, do you think are the iron sharpens iron's going to be the thing that kind of makes that difference?
Definitely. I got so many blueprints around me from, like I said, like Bud, Shakur, Jamel, Keyshawn, so many people around me, and we all know what it takes to be at the top. So I'm not worried about training, All I gotta do is stay focused, get in there and do and execute everything that we've been working on. It's gonna be a great night. It's gonna be a great night because I know that people will count me out because I'm a type of guy that if the job requires a screwdriver, that's all I'm bringing out. So they haven't seen the best of me yet. People think they have. Oh, this is God. Okay, he's good. They haven't seen the best of me. That's why these guys in here, they know what I possess. And they're like, oh, bro, you gonna pull this off because they know what I'm blessed with. They know the things I can do compared to what people see on YouTube or watching fights.
I think the criticism I see for him is that he doesn't have the best defense, right? He's a Mexican fighter. They kind of let a punch in or two, right? Is that something that you guys have taken into consideration where you guys want to get him out, kind of make a statement? Or are you going to go in there to be like, look, I'm just going to do what goes best?
We've been working on so much. Like, there's no stone that has been unturned. Like, we've been working on stuff for anything he brings to the table. So it don't matter what he brings to the table, for the good stuff and the bad stuff he does. I've been preparing for all of it.
There's also a lot of concerns with B-sides when it comes to scoring. If it does end up going to the cards, is that a concern for you at all? Especially as you enter, you're a contender already, kind of getting to fight a favorite and getting snubbed on the cards. Is that something you might think about?
I've thought about it, but the way we train and the way we fight, we don't fight to edge our wins. We go in there to do damage. So it's going to either be he beat me or I beat the hell out of him. That's as simple as it's going to be. And I'm leaning way towards a beat the hell out of him because, like I said, I'm in a focus me is crazy. Like, not even in boxing, just in life general. Anything I focus on and I have this level of hyper focus that I can get and make anything happen, I'm confident, to the point where I just can't wait to show. I'm just anxious. Got 2.5 more weeks. I'm anxious to show the world who So Cold is, because people just been missing out on me as a person, not just as a boxer, as an artist, as everything I do.
Yeah, I see you're like a pilot, a mechanic, an artist. You design your own stuff.
Designer,
to the people who say stuff like, "Oh, then that means your focus isn't fully on boxing." What do you say to people that bring up those arguments?
That stuff is stuff I do on the side. That's all hobbies. That stuff. But boxing is the main focus right now because, let's be honest, boxing it's not a lifetime thing. Being an artist, being a carpenter, flying, playing, I can do that stuff forever. To the day I leave this earth. I can't box forever. So focus on boxing. That stuff is stuff I do in my free time. I'm able to do that stuff, but boxing is where it's at.
You designed your last fight. Are you designing the new one?
Yeah, I designed every uniform I've had since I've been pro. I designed Bud's last 3 uniforms.
Oh, cool. Shot. Man, are you open to commission? Maybe other fighters can hit you up?
People hit me up all the time and ask me, but like I said, I do a lot of things, so I'll be having the time to do it. Besides the people that's close to me around my team and stuff, I'll be helping out. But as far as this commission, I say that for after I retire. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So yeah, that's because a lot of people like to, stay as commentators. Like that, you could be the one having everybody looking.
The guy that people come through like, man, I need an idea, I need a uniform, I need this done. I can do it all. You name it. If I want to do it, I do it. If I can't do it, I don't care to do it. Anything I want to do, I do it. I'm that type of person. I'm gonna do it.
You're a 36-year-old, him being 23, and this being, your first headliner. How do you feel, that pressure coming to closer to fight night? Or are you just like, I have nothing to lose, so I'm going to come in there and just go all out?
Yeah, it's one of the things where, man, when you look at the numbers and people who just are just general boxing fans, and they see, a 36-year-old face a 23-year-old, he must be on the tail end of his career. But people don't understand. I didn't start boxing till I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get in the gym and put on a glove till I was 21 years old. You know, so I started late. You know, and I've seen that. I don't like now. I don't have no kids. You know what I mean? I'm a late starter, so man, people can talk and say what they feel and everything, but like I said, that stuff only matters before the fight. But after the fight, it's gonna be like, oh, he's 36 too. Oh, he's this. Oh, he was a B-side. You know what I mean? So I just can't wait. January 25th, it's gonna be a great night. Come out, support. If you can watch it on DAZN.
Yes, let the fans know where they can buy your merch, because I saw that you posted about merch. So let them know where they can.
I have a website.
Follow you and get that merch.
Yeah, so you go on my website, StephenSoColdNelson.com. Instagram, Stephen Nelson Boxing. Facebook, I have a fan page, Stephen So Cold Nelson, and Instagram, So Cold Nelson. Man, support me, because like it's bigger than boxing. You know what I mean? I'm a man of many talents. You know, I inspire people. I work with the community, with kids. So, you know, I'm just always here for growth.
You're a positive influence in the boxing community.
It's a lot of people like me who don't have the platform, that's talented, that need to get exposure. So I'm fighting for those people. I'm fighting for the people that need to be in front of a camera or on a platform to show their talents. That's the people I'm trying to show. And the kids coming up, that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is sport. You know, I don't have to dislike my opponent. I had nothing against Pacheco. Don't know him. You know, I grew up in the streets, so I don't fake beef. It's just, let's get in there and make some stuff happen.
And I don't want to, like, you know, I guess have you look past him, but you talked about, you know, kind of how you're seeing that he's at the top and you kind of want to take him out and get, you know, kind of those big fights. With him in the way, what do you think would happen more after 2025 if you were able to you know, get him out of that spot? What would be the ideal fight for you?
I'm a man of energy and of God, and I just follow the road. You know what I mean? I handle what's in front of me, and that leads me down the right path. 'Cause I can say what I want to do, but after this fight, anything can happen. Anything can come up, and I don't know.
You fought in like other weight classes before, up to like 175. I've seen. Would you be down there for like you know?
Yeah,
a big fight at 175?
I'm open because if I want open for all this stuff to be pound for pound and fight these guys and the top guys, what am I here for?
Also, you've been, look, Errol Spence undercard with Crawford. Crawford matched him up undercard. You know, Canelo fighter. You would be down. I would expect you in the next one.
I want all that because, like I said, like I got a whole bunch of other things I can be doing. So why would I be wasting my time in boxing if I'm not trying to take it all the way to the top? If I'm not trying to be the best of the best of the best, what am I here for? I got so much other stuff I can do. So I'm here to make a statement, to inspire as many people as I can, and just grow and take it day by day.
All right, Stephen Nelson, January 25, facing Diego Pacheco here at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. Don't miss it. And don't forget to follow him. Again, where they can follow you, Instagram.
So Cold, Stephen Nelson Boxing on Instagram, So Cold Nelson on Twitter. Get my merch on my website, StephenSoColdNelson.com, man. And tune in January 25th on DAZN. It's going to be a great night of boxing, man. A lot of upcoming guys on the undercard. Me as the headliner. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a great night. Tune in.
Thank you so much.